Welcome into another video where we're going through and testing every single weapon inside of MW3 to see just how viable these weapons are for you to be using inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies game mode. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. So if you're interested in seeing how weapons perform inside of Call of Duty Zombies, you are definitely in the right place. So make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself. As well, down below in the description you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I stream everything from the Black Ops 6 beta to MW3 and all the way through to custom zombie maps. I have an absolute ton of fun over there and would love to see you all come and hang out. Now in today's video, before we dive into anything review related, I do want to mention that tomorrow is the open beta for Black Ops 6. So I'm super excited to dive in and unlock the week 2 rewards we get for completing in the Black Ops 6 beta. So the dates for the open beta are September 6th to September 9th. So everybody can play on every platform, and I'm excited to get into some games with everybody over the weekend playing the Black Ops 6 beta. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts on the Black Ops 6 beta down below. Now in our previous video we have announced that we have announced the giveaway, the third Black Ops 6 giveaway on the channel. So that winner has been contacted and we will be sorting out their copy standard edition of Black Ops 6 on any platform of their choice shortly. So I'm super excited about that. And with that giveaway being done and out of the way, I am beyond excited and beyond proud to announce that when this channel reaches 5,000 subscribers, as of right now we are under 600 to go, I will be doing another Black Ops 6 giveaway, and this one is going to be a Vault edition. So make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like, comment on every single video so that you have the best chances to get in and win the next Black Ops 6 giveaway, which is a Vault edition. Now in today's video, we're going to be diving into something that I truly love to do, and that is a weapon suggestion from all of you. And this weapon suggestion today comes from inside the Zhorde community Discord. The link for that is down in the description, and we are fast approaching 500 members and getting very close to becoming a 24-hour-a-day zombie community. So if you need someone to jump in a game and help you out with something, we are very close to being able to have someone respond to you and help you out just about any time of the day or night. Truly amazing support, and I could not be more proud of the community that we are building inside of that Zhorde Discord. Again, if you want to join, the link is down in the description below. So today we're going to be having a look at this suggestion from the Zhorde community Discord, and we're going to be looking at the assault rifle, the MCW, with the aftermarket conversion kit. We're going to be taking this through all 3 tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully by the end of the video you have a really good feel how the MCW and its aftermarket conversion kit performs inside of zombies, and at the end you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this weapon with the aftermarket conversion kit is going to be a viable option for you to be running inside of your zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the MCW review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that. And today I got a super awesome one for you today. This weapon slays. So this is a suggestion from one of the members inside of the Zhorde community Discord. The link for that is down in the description. And I'm super excited to bring this one to you today. So we're looking at the MCW with its aftermarket conversion kit with a very specific build that was given to me inside of the Discord. So don't worry, I have the build, the blueprint, and the camo that I'm running for you all inside of the video. So stick through to the whole video so you don't miss out on that. Now, if you're new to the channel around here, when I spawn in and do my weapon testing videos here, I spawn in and put all of my perks on with no additions to the weapon whatsoever. So no pack-a-punch, no tool, and no ammo mods. And we go and pick up our first bounty contract of the day inside of tier 1. And we're looking to take on this mimic at white rarity with absolutely no additions to the weapon whatsoever. And just the first few shots I fired into the mimic, I was impressed. This damage output just at white rarity was already very impressive. So I was kind of excited and eager to kind of move through and see what this weapon can do as we increase its damage across all 3 tiers. And continue to take on bounty contracts to see just how well this weapon can perform. But you can see right there just white rarity dealing with our first bounty contract of the day inside of tier 1, and it was definitely not much of a struggle. I was really impressed. This is an amazing build. Thank you so very much for the suggestion. Again, I really do appreciate that. make my way over to the Pack-a-Punch machine, melee the machine before using the machine or a Pack-a-Punch crystal so I can keep my camo blueprint on my gun for the rest of the run today, as I think it looks really cool. So our next mission here is to go off and grab another bounty contract inside of Tier 1. This time we're taking it on again at white rarity, no ammo mods and no tools, but we are Pack-a-Punch 1 now. And I was eager to see the difference in damage output, considering just how substantial the damage was on our first bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1. So taking on this Mango here, I was expecting, you know, quite a substantial damage increase on this MCW, and I was not disappointed. That was truly amazing. At only Pack-a-Punch white rarity, I was thoroughly impressed. So it's time for some fun. Throw on my legendary tool, my Shatter Blast, and pick up our last bounty contract inside of Tier 1. Being legendary, with Pack-a-Punch and an ammo mod, we are incredibly overpowered to be inside of Tier 1 dealing with a bounty contract at this point. So these contracts are super fun. I love to see just how fast we can totally delete our bounties, as I feel like an absolute beast at this level of damage output inside of Tier 1. And you can see that bounty contract did not stand a chance at all, which was an absolute super fun one to take on. So the next thing to do, seeing how this performed across all of our bounty contracts inside of Tier 1, I wanted to dive into Tier 2 and grab a bounty contract, but I don't want to increase any of the damage output on this MCW, as it had been performing extremely well throughout the bounty contracts inside of Tier 1. So we grabbed our first bounty contract inside of Tier 2. We got a Disciple, and you know my thoughts and feelings on Disciples, but holy smokes, we made easy work of this Disciple inside of Tier 2, only being Pack 1. I was absolutely blown away by this build and just how well it performed. So again, thank you. Truly an awesome suggestion. This is definitely something that I was impressed with. Definitely. So we went and checked the loot right there. We got a perk that I actually needed. I ended up going back into the reward rift to pick up that perk as I needed it, but there was a lot of riffraff in the area. Obviously the zombies in Tier 1, Tier 2, I feel like aren't much of a struggle to deal with. Occasionally you will get those super sprinters inside of Tier 2, which can be a bit of a struggle. So it was time to throw on my PAP 2 crystal I brought in this time and grab ourselves our second bounty contract inside of Tier 2 to see just how this, you know, MCW is going to perform now that we're a little bit stronger. We're still taking on a Tier 2 bounty contract. And I was super lucky when I went to get that bounty contract. Just sitting there waiting for me on the counter was a Casimir with my contract. We poked our head in the door there and engaged our Mimic so that he would come out and chase us down. And then we just got to eliminating the Mimic with absolutely no issues whatsoever on this MCW build that I was given today. So just absolutely amazing. Just totally easy work of just about everything that's in front of the barrel. You can see the Tier 2 zombies here are not much of an issue at all. We got into the reward rift. We got an epic tool out of that, which wasn't bad at all. Now, seeing how we had been performing across Tier 1 and Tier 2, dealing with bounty contracts, with this build, I wanted to dive straight into Tier 3, stop at the Wonder Fizz, and grab the Tombstone perk that I was missing, and then see what this build can do inside of Tier 3. Seeing, you know, it had been incredibly powerful across Tier 1, it had been incredibly powerful across Tier 2, so I was eager to see what it was going to be doing inside of Tier 3. And again, I did not want to apply my PAP 3 crystal yet. I wanted to see just how this weapon at Pack 2 Legendary was going to perform inside of Tier 3, handling the Tier 3 zombies. You've got the armored zombies right there. We've got some sprinters and dogs. I was just kind of curious to see how this would perform. So I wanted to clear out the riffraff from my decoy at the perk machine, and I was impressed. Like, we're only Pack 2 here. It wasn't crowd control, but definitely easy work of those zombies. And then as I was moving on into Tier 3 to try and get to the ammo cache up here, I noticed a player went down. So we made a beeline. I went and picked up the ammo cache so I could have some decoy grenades in order to help myself get this player up. It's something I always do when a player goes down, is try and make my way over right away and get them up. You know, it's no fun going down. There is no player versus player in this game mode, so in my opinion, there's no reason to not be helping each other out. So made sure they were up and ready to go. The whole herd was coming. I had to get the heck out of Dodge and go on and show you guys a crowd control. So I rounded up a big, huge horde of zombies inside of Tier 3, and we are going to show you guys crowd control right here at only Pack-a-Punch level 2. You can see the ADS works great. Tac stance is definitely a viable option as well. And then if you wanted to go to hip fire, that's definitely something you can do. But I mean, at pack 2, it definitely handles crowd control. I was feeling incredibly confident with this weapon inside of tier 3. Being only Pack-a-Punch 2, I was definitely still feeling incredibly confident using this. As you can see, it just handles all the situations, no problem. Now, the magazine size is 40 before you Pack-a-Punch and 80 after you Pack-a-Punch. Now, with the damage output that this build was doing, I did not feel the need to use mags of holdings, which really surprised me because of the mag size Pack-a-Punch being only 80. I was just absolutely impressed with just how much damage this build dishes out. So this is definitely something that's going to be a viable option for all of us to be using inside of our Modern Warfare Zombies game. Definitely. I mean, you can see right here how well Pack-a-Punch level 3 is just dishing out the damage to that. I mean, the carnage is real. I took out so many zombies right there at pack 2 and pack 3. Next thing to do, test out our new build and show Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches. What do you think of our new build, George? I think it's super exciting. It does a ton of damage. I don't think George was really impressed with this build. He doesn't like things that, you know, eliminate him really quickly. He was not impressed at all. But that's okay, George. We are. And we like having super strong builds to be able to deal with you and other mega abominations and bounty contracts inside of tier 3. Now again, verticality usually will trigger your mega abominations to fire up their laser attack. As you can see right here, I was able to get George to fire up his laser attack. Had to reposition as we were taking a whole bunch of hits right there. We moved over here to the pathway. Just to kind of show you how well this build handles all situations inside of tier 3. I wanted to come here and take out some of the crowd control, some of the riffraff in the area before we finished our fight with George, who is down to his last face, I guess, or head. I don't know how to say that. I always feel so weird saying that. But George is stomping away in the area, trying to get to us here. There is one other downside I want to mention with this that I found in my game, and you see right there is ammo. The reserve ammo on this, I did run out a few times in my match today, so that was definitely something I noticed. Was the reserve ammo was a little low. Not all the time was I running out of reserve ammo, but I did run out a few times, so that's definitely something that, you know, I wanted to point out. That is a downside to this. It does dish out an incredible amount of damage. That is 100%. So if you're okay with, you know, keeping an eye on the pouches of ammo that the zombies drop, you know where your ammo caches are, and you keep an eye on them, then you should be able to combat the ammo reserve, you know, without much of a problem at all. I was just thoroughly enjoyed. Totally fun to use this weapon, and the build, I have to say, definitely has movement. Like, I wasn't feeling sluggish running around with this build. So just truly an awesome job on the build. Again, thank you so very much for the suggestion. Took out George, the Guardian of the Arches there without much issue at all. So the next thing I wanted to do was grab a bounty contract and see how well this build performs against a bounty contract inside of tier 3. Being legendary, being pack 3, and seeing how well it had performed across tier 1, tier 2, our George inside of tier 3, I was really impressed. Now, I took this opportunity in that we had a disciple, and I was trying to show you guys a mega abomination. Also, why couldn't I mantle there? I don't know why it would let me mantle. Like, what the heck? I just mantled just fine, and then I did it again. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys just how OP these circuit turret boards can be. So if you find one, and you find a circuit turret inside of tier 3, one circuit turret board will give you 2 minutes of activation. So knowing this, I put in the circuit turret board into that circuit turret down there. Activated it, it cleared out a bunch of the riffraff for me in the area, and then I went off and found my bounty, which was the disciple. Fired a couple shots into my bounty, the disciple, so that he will track towards me. And then it was simply make my way down to the circuit turret so that it can fire up the damage to my bounty. And just look at how fast it shreds this disciple bounty. Absolutely amazing. So make sure you all are using your circuit turrets if you need them, or you come across a circuit turret board. I definitely recommend grabbing a few of those and bringing them into tier 3 to help you guys out. As you can see right there, they're incredibly strong and super easy to use. So each circuit turret board, like I said, gives you 2 minutes of activation. So another tip with with the circuit turrets is while they are active, any weapon you have in your hand will be collecting weapon XP from the circuit turret kills. So that is amazing. Picked up our next bounty contract and got exactly what I was looking for. Was a Mega Abomination bounty contract inside of tier 3. I threw a thermite and yeah, totally missed the boat right there. What a horrible throw. But if you bring your bounty over to this location right here inside of tier 3, you can take care of the crowd control with ease, as everything will funnel up those stairs, and you can take them all out without much of an issue and handle the crowd control before engaging with your bounty contract. And since you're still close to the area where your bounty contract spawned, your Mega Abomination is not going to take off and disappear and go running away and regain a whole ton of health. Also, my turned zombie was launching other zombies from here. It was comedy to see. He was sending them flying. Like, that was amazing. And then they were landing. I was telling you, having way too much fun today. Checking out the little crawlies that our Mega Abomination spews out right there. God, they look so creepy. And then it was time to get our Mega Abomination to engage and fire up the laser attack so that we can take out this Mega Abomination bounty contract. And just look at how fast we are able to wreck our bounty contract right here. One laser attack is already down. We already fired off one head. Look at the damage we are laying in right there, almost halfway through his health. Second head taken off our Mega Abomination bounty contract. Just absolutely amazing damage with this build. And then he pushes on and our Mega Abomination fires up his last laser attack right here. We're dishing out. Just look at the health bar on that bounty contract. That's a Mega Abomination bounty contract, and the health bar is just evaporating at the end of this barrel. Truly an amazing build. Truly an amazing build. Just a ton of fun to use. And again, I can't say it enough. I did not feel like a slug using this, moving around inside of tier 3, which is awesome with the weapon in my hands. I felt really confident using it. So, seeing how we covered just about every situation inside of tier 3 so far, I figured it was time to show us a raid weapon stash and see how well this weapon performs inside of tier 3 doing a raid weapon stash. Now, as a solo player, I always run Energy Mine. If you are a solo player, let me know what your field upgrade is that you run down in the comment section below. And when I do this raid weapon stash, I drop my Energy Mine behind me, just in case any of the zombies spawn in up there and I'm caught off guard. My Energy Mine will trigger and I will be aware, and it will take care of any of the riffraff that has spawned in behind me. But I just wanted to show you how easy this contract was to complete inside of tier 3 using this build from the Discord suggestion today. So just absolutely amazing. This is awesome. This is definitely, I think, one of the easiest places to complete this raid weapon stash. You can also do this entire raid weapon stash solo. I've done it multiple times using just your ether blade. So you don't even have to fire a bullet if you don't want to, which is just awesome. But overall, I had an absolute blast today using this build, and it's been amazing to see all of you inside of the Discord get into games with each other, to make new friends and knock out, you know, those missions or those schematics that you guys have needed. That's been really amazing to see. We've had members join from all over the world, which is really cool to see that it's building a global community. That's absolutely amazing. Not too bad for, you know, loot out of there. 3 plate, which I already had, but PAP 2 crystal, so not bad. I'm never going to turn down a PAP 2 crystal, that's for sure. Then I had to clear out some of the riffraff here to get into the safe. I was curious to see if the safe might have had maybe a wonder weapon for me or something like that, so we had to back out a little bit. But just to show how strong this is at handling just, you know, general congestion in an area inside of tier 3, it's just easy work, not much of a problem at all. You got an HVT in the area, full health, and just absolutely evaporated him. No chance for that mangler to do any serious damage to myself, which is amazing. And the mangler dropped me a monkey. We'll take that. I like monkeys. So let's check the loot again. Nothing in there that I wanted. I wanted to see what was in the safe, but unfortunately there was nothing exciting in the safe. So overall, I have to say this weapon is definitely going to be 100% viable for all of us to be using inside of our zombies game mode. 100%. It was a ton of fun to do this run today and get this recording out for you all. So thank you so very much. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed, liking, and commenting on the videos so that you have your best chances to win my next Black Ops 6 giveaway, which is a Vault Edition, which will happen when the channel reaches 5,000 subscribers. Again, thank you all so very much for the support. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the build that was given to me inside of the Discord. So this is not my build. This is exactly one that was given to me from the Discord. So I went and built it exactly as you stated. The only changes I made was on the camo. This is the Jack Raven aftermarket conversion kit we were using today. This is what it does. Those are the pros and cons for the build. Now, the camo that I was running is found inside of all camos in your psychedelics, and it is called right there, what is it? Healthy Appetite. And then the last thing to show you guys is the blueprint that we ran on the MCW. And as always, thank you so very much for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in the Discord, and we'll see you guys in the next one as well. There's going to be a stream today, so hope to see some of you there.